Hey guys, Carcia here. Merry Christmas and welcome to day number 7 of season 4 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. Sorry, I just had to say that. Like, whenever there's whenever there's the number 7, I always have to say that. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome to day 7 of my 12 Days of Christmas series, like I said. And without further ado, let's get into today's day. And today we are reviewing Dan Carcia, the next-gen gaskets racer from the third movie, the Peak Cars movie, in my opinion. But even with, Cars 3, being peak and everything, the next gens for it, despite them being background racers, a lot of them just kind of leave something to be desired, being honest. Same thing with the stock car side of things in the third movie. That's simply because, Mr. Docker had a point in the fact that it's mainly just green and blue next gens. Like, the only oddballs are, Leakless, Intersection, No Stall, and Nitroid, and Tango as well. Those are, the only oddballs of the fleet. Why not just remove, let's say, the two least popular sponsors, like Little Talking Pistons and Clutch Aid, and then, bada bing, bada boom, and then just keep, let's say, Taco Mitt, because Taco Mitt was incredible, but, yeah, enough about that. I just wanted to say that to you guys, and you guys may have noticed a bit of a pattern, because last year I reviewed Noah Gojek, and the year before that I reviewed Jonas Carvers. What does that mean? Oh yeah, they were all released in the same year on the 2020 Blue Desert packaging, which I kind of forgot to bring out for Sage. It's on the outer end of my room here, because I'm still using my room as my little placeholder until my spare room gets completed, which probably at the time of this recording, it's not even complete, but probably after this recording it will. But yeah, anyways, while I go get that, my packaging for down here, of course, he was released the year before that. We'll get to that in a moment. But anyways, pictures on the screen right there of Mr. Sage. Oh, Sage. Dad! Sorry, guys. But yeah, just a background racer. Doesn't speak or anything. But, that's just the trend, excuse me, of all the next-gen racers in the third movie. And he did replace Rex Reveler, who I had to the side of me here, and he replaced Sage Vanderspin. Now I can say Sage. Goodness gracious, I'm all over the place today, but yeah, background racer does not speak, but you get the gist of it by now. But anyways, releases for Sage. Sage was at the... Why do I keep saying Sage? Because I have Sage Vanderspin up to the side of me here. But for Dan Carcia. Sorry if I keep saying Sage throughout the video, I'm sorry. Anyways, releases for Dan. Goodness gracious. Dan was at first one of the hardest to find next-gen racers, because in 2018, which kind of feels like ages ago now, yeah, 2018, he was released in the online exclusive 10-pack, 11-pack, whatever. I think it was a 10-pack. Yeah, I think it was a 10-pack. And he was the first look in that pack, which coincidentally also had Bruce Miller, who was another exclusive to another online exclusive pack that was released a year before that. Which, weird how things turn out, however, right? And obviously he, along with Bobby Road Tester, who I still don't have yet, were like, in, there. Yeah. They were in online exclusive packs until Dan, out of nowhere, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, he was released in the same case as, coincidentally, the Thailand variant of Sage, but he was misnamed as, what was it? Rex Reveler, yeah, he was misnamed as the Cars 3 racer. For gaskets, or the stock car for gaskets, I should say. And he was released that year alongside Noah Gochek and Jonas Carvis. So, yeah, on the Blue Desert packaging here. So here he is in the box. Wonderful artwork there. I miss the Blue Desert packaging, and I miss when they had, the different series. This is in the Next Gen Races series. If you saw that there. Sorry, my camera is a little fuzzy here. There we go. It's a little hard to tell there. But there you go. There you go. There's the Next Gen logo there. International packaging, because, I'm British. British. But yeah, he was released that year. And I don't remember if he's been re-released since then. I could be mistaken there. You guys will have to correct me on that front. But yeah, 2020 was the year for gaskets, really. I mean, we had Dan, Sage, and the new release of Dale Ruffalo? Yeah, I think it's Dale Ruffalo. Not Dan Hall, and he was the Spurs stock cap. That caused a lot of controversy in 2018 over the fact that, oh my god, is he Cars 1 or is he Cars 3? He's Cars 1, for God's sake. I can't. He has the old Spurs Stuff logo. That's a dead giveaway. Whereas, it's obvious that Dale here is a Cars 1 release because of the old Gaskets logo. So obviously he's obtained to Sage. But I'm getting sidetracked with other topics. That's a topic for when we talk about, or for when I get to, what's his face? Dan Holland, yeah. But yeah, getting into the review here of Mr. Carcia here. It's got a pretty generic expression, which, as to be expected. He's got the headlights, yellow bumper, the vents, as you can see at the bottom there. Actually, let's zoom on it. There we go. Disregard that my G there has a chip on the nose there. There you go, that's a good angle. My Gaskets logo has a chip, and that's because back then I was rushed to get it, and I accidentally picked the chip version, and I was forced to open it. Goodness gracious, what was I thinking back then? But disregarding that, you have the G logo on the hood with a nice blue overlay there, a little bit lighter blue than the Spectre Flame blue he has going on the paintwork there. Obviously, the G is standing for gaskets. We've had a couple next gens that have had their logos abbreviated. Obviously, TC for tank coat, TJ for transfer juice, V for Vitaline, and there were a couple of others, I think. BS, bullshit. No, BS, obviously for bumper safe. Now, obviously, since this is the Thailand version, by the way, so if you couldn't tell, I actually got him that year. Obviously, he has the treading. So what was once, nice, clean, tires all the way across, now there's just shredding, which, yeah, you've come to expect that by now. And he does have the new Lightyear text, which it's hard to tell, but it is there. Versus, the stock cars having, Lightyear text, that's a little bit easier to tell. Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. Speaking of Devil Carbon Cyber, he is there. That's one of the contingency sponsors. Are they greedy? They don't look too bad. They don't look terrible by any means. I mean, look at the contingency sponsors on the Vietnam Raiders Springs McQueen. God, those are awful. Anyways, 80 there. You have this blue overlay that goes from the bottom, which goes into the backside as well. The yellow kind of pointy thing. I'm not sure what that's supposed to indicate. Either that's supposed to be, we can focus in here. Goodness gracious. Camera's over it today. There we go. Either that's supposed to be a modern version of the like cookie that we've come to know, or it's supposed to be a different design. I think it's supposed to be a different design though, being honest. You have the arrow, which is a little bit hard to tell, but it is indicated to the pit crew. Let's lift him up to change the tires, not work on the undercarriage, as Mr. Dockett used to always say. But anyways, you have the exhausts there, petrol cap, or gas cap, whatever. Anyways, on the roof, 80 with a stripe design going across the roof flaps. Now, since the years of 2020 release, his windows are part of the metal body here, much like the Disney Store releases, so kind of an interesting move there, versus before, the windows were separate plastic inserts on the next gens. See, Chase Racelet, Ryan Inside Lady, pretty much all the next gens before Noah Gojek. Gaskets logo there with 2 stripes. I don't know why it's not centered though. Usually it would be centered, the logo, like, see there, it's like centered, so I don't know, but anyways, looks cool there. Goodness gracious, this camera, it is going haywire. And on the back there, with the focus in here, the G in the center there, taillights, 80 gaskets, and the rookie racing stripes, which obviously the Queen used to have in the first movie, and those are indicated to any rookie for sure, although I don't believe that Dad had them in the Florida 500. Correct me if I am wrong. No, he didn't, because we did see the flyby of him in the trailer for the movie, which feels like ages ago now as well. And I don't believe he had the rookie stripes. And there is the bottom there. Sorry guys, this camera is going absolutely bonkers here. There we go, we can focus in here. And a 15A, wow. That's a very old release there. Yeah, 15th week of 2020. Again, in the midst of the pandemic, this was made at the A factory potentially. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Dad. I will admit he's nothing really too special, but in my opinion, he's far from being the worst next gen I think we could ever have. He removed all the red, which is something that was most prominent on the previous 2 Gaskets races, which we will do a comparison with. So as you can see, there was a lot more red on the previous 2 races here. Sage Vanderspin, who, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit overrated in my opinion. I don't really think he should have been one of the final racers, really. Like, whenever I see like, oh, Sage is in my top 5, blah, 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 yeah. I like, come on, guys, like, come on, it's a great racer, but again, it's like when a friend of mine keeps telling me, like, oh, Coconut Bowl is overrated, it's good, but it's nothing too special, like, that's the similar feeling I get with Sage. Like, oh, it's a good design, like, it's a great racer, and obviously, you want to eat that, candy bar, or whatever the heck that thing is, but, again, like, when you compare to something like, come on, Tanko with that pink, Weakless, and Nitrate, obviously those were the first 2 races released ever. Those are, mostly deserved because they're cool races, And Nitrate was actually one of the first background races I ever got, by the way. And then we have Rex Reveler, who, in my opinion, is the worst Cars 3 stock car. I'm sorry if there's any Rex Reveler fans out there, but I'm just not vibing with it. And not to mention, the paint jobs between these 2 are some of the most similar you could have for a Cars 1 and Cars 3 stock car. Or between a Cars 1 and Cars 3 stock car. Compared to, excuse me, goodness gracious, compared to something like Weakless, where that changed. Mood Springs as well. Went from a drab blue, like, kind of like this, in Chuck Armstrong, to a more, like, lighter blue. It's like kind of like this, but a little bit lighter. I think. I haven't looked at Dodge for all of it in quite some time, but it is there. And now you remove all of the red, and it's just like a, I don't know, kind of like a Spectrum Flame dark blue, with a little bit of light blue in there, kind of like this, and then a little bit of neon yellow in there. I think it's a cool design, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's just like, again, what am I, the Teletubbies? But again, it's like, come on. When you compare it to the next gens, it's like, comparatively, he just doesn't really stick out. I do think he's one of the more overlooked next gens, if I'm honest, Dan Carcia. Obviously, nothing compared to, you know, the GOATs, George Newman, Jonas Carvers, Tim Treadless, you know, and also, you know, all the ones that actually spoke in the movie. You know, names down your bro, Chase, Ryan, and Bubba. Like, come on. Can't deny those for certainties. But yeah, let me know out of the 3 Gaskets races, which is your favorite. I know what I just said, like, oh, he's overrated and everything, but Sage, you know, he has the most appealing design, though, out of the 3. I do stand by that he's, you know, a little bit overrated. Because, like, come on, one of the final races, really, they had to leave it for last. The most overrated out of the final 3, in my opinion, is Johnny Blamer. Like, don't kill me for this. Like, come on. It's just my opinion. And, you know, I'll probably make a video on my, you know, my thoughts on all the stock cars. Because I finally had Dale Earnhardt Jr., as you probably saw in the showcase, like, last month. So, yeah, I'll probably do a show, like, a video where I show all the cars for the races and review them. Sage, you know, and Johnny, obviously the one that definitely deserves to be one of the last ones, is by far Greg Candyman. Goodness gracious. Excuse me, guys. Goodness gracious. But yeah, we also have a custom crew chief for the team as well. Kind of a weird blend, because you have the darker color for Rex, and then you have the old logos for, you know, for Sage. Well, it goes with Sage, because he has the old logos and everything. This is just a custom, by the way. I know we did see a Gaskets crew chief in, like, a book or something. So we'll set him to the backside here. And, of course, the big boy, Dale Ruffalo. If we can focus in, there we go. The Gaskets semi-cab. Pertaining to Sage, because, well, I mean, it's like the only thing. He's in the Dinoco 400 series. Come on, camera. Come on, we can focus in here. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what's up with this camera. But anyway, as I was saying, he pertains to Sage because he has the older logos and everything. And by the way, this is the rubber tire version of Sage, if you already couldn't tell by the sound. This is the rubber tire version. I don't have the plastic tire version yet. I definitely don't have the version that came in the Movie Moments series where he has plastic tires and flat eyelids. No, that's just so rare right now. Like that last wave of Movie Moments with, you know, The King, Chick Hicks, Marlon Clutches McKay, and whatnot. That became like so rare. It's not even funny right now, but yeah. There's the whole Gaskets team, at least for what I have right now. And of course, there has been a metallic version of Rex, which I don't have. Well, actually, I do have, but it's like not with me right now. And also, there's a Glow Racers version of Dan as well. So it's nice that he got a little bit of representation in the Glow Racers series. And he actually looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, as a Glow Racer. But that's the topic for another day. So guys, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the 12 Days of Christmas, Season 4. If you did, of course, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date and to not miss out, on the newest content. And let me know, Sage, Dan, or Rex, which is your favorite Gaskets racer. I will see you all tomorrow for day number 8. Bye, guys.